Well, hello again, dear ones. Robert Brzezinski with you. It is the 10th of April. It's 8:15 Mountain Time, and it's time for evening prayers. So we'll give everyone just a brief chance to get caught up. I love the way the lag works. Oh, look at that. Did you guys see this? Look at this. There it is. I saw the most amazing interview between Michael Singer and Tammy Simon. Just did the most amazing interview with Michael Singer. And oh, look at this. The link is right here. So why don't I just drop that in a comment? Those of you on Facebook, you'll see that in a minute. Well, it looks like it's going to YouTube. Maybe it's not going to Facebook. Maybe it's only going to YouTube. Well, then why don't I do this? Let's just give you a banner. So, okay, here it is. Today, I don't have a guest this evening, which means I'm allowed to ramble on for a minute or two, right? I saw the most amazing interview with Michael Singer today. And Tammy Simon from Sounds True conducted the interview, and their conversation and what he was sharing. I don't want to get into all of it here because it would eat up all of our time together and then some. But I'm gonna encourage you, jot down that link, write that down, and I'll leave it as a comment in the show notes later to so that you can see that. And wow, because I want you to know that this was a heck of an experience. And right now, this whole thing is one heck of an experience. And the concept is we're here to pray, and we're going to get to that. But the concept is also that it's important now, more now than ever, to recognize that. Oh, look at that, Mimi Normally. Hi, Mimi. It's been a while. Good to see you. You saw that interview too. See, I like that. That's great to see. And my good friend Kathy Mastriani is here. Glad you're with us too, as well, Kathy. Thanks for being here this evening. There is so much available to us right now. So many resources, so many wonderful so many amazing people that are bringing their gifts and their skills and their talent and coming forward in a grand and glorious way. There's a lot of other stuff out there too. A lot of people pushing all kinds of snake oil and pills and potions and everything else out there. But there's so much good happening in the world. And Suzanne's with us this evening. Good to see you, Suzanne. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're with us. There's just really so much good going on in the world out there. So I am personally in a place of excitement for what is. I got out on a bike ride with my son today, had a good happy hour, had a nice chance to connect with some people on a Zoom happy hour, and an amazing dinner with the family. And the truth is, all is well. Things are working, things are moving forward, and all is well. So let's jump into some prayer. Let's see where this takes us tonight, where Spirit takes us. So I invite you to close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. And just breathe. Just breathe and be present to this moment. Let go of the moments that came before this one. Let's not concern ourselves with the moments that come after this one. Let's just be present to this divine moment, because it is right here where I recognize God. As close as the very next breath, as close as the very next heartbeat, I recognize the one. I recognize God as source, as supply, as the never-ending wellspring of love and light and beauty, truth and health and wealth and well-being. I recognize God operating through and as every form, every expression of life. The creepy crawlies and the furry creatures, the winged creatures, the scaly creatures, the two-legged creatures. All of us, all part of this oneness, this grand, grand thing called life. So what I know is I know there truly is only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life, your life, all life, now and always. And as I bring myself to that place of remembering, I'm sizzling with that energetic vibration of knowing that there's something good happening here. There's something amazing happening here. In this moment, hearts are vibrating at a higher frequency. Consciousness is evolving. Consciousness is expanding, and each one that hears these words is being brought to a deeper place, a deeper sense of connection with the divine, a deeper sense of the oneness and of the part that each one gets to play within that oneness. See, what I know is I know that everyone on this call and everyone that listens to this at another time, everyone that hears this broadcast now in another time and space continuum, in another dimension, whatever it may be, that every soul that hears these words is on this planet or beyond and for a divine mission. A mission to serve, a grand vision, a mission to serve the evolution of human consciousness, a mission to be the expression of God on the planet at this time, as love, as light, as beauty, as innovation and creativity, as the doctors and the nurses that in this moment are working working with people to heal the human body. And I know God operating through and as everyone that's choosing to opt out of this human experience, that's moving forward into the greater dimensions of being to be prepared to usher forth the next, the true bodhisattvas of this planet. See, what I know is I know that God is moving in pretty strange ways from my human perspective. But at the divine, I know God is moving perfectly, that this wholeness, this oneness in which I reside is expressing in ways never before seen and also never before necessary. And so I know that collectively humanity has brought ourselves to the point where this is what's necessary. And I say it again and again and again, everything necessary for the fulfillment of each one of our missions on this planet comes forth exactly as is necessary. So if this is going on in my life, this is what's necessary. If this is what's showing up in my world, this is what's necessary for the evolution of humanity, for the opportunity for myself and everyone that hears these words to step into the greater yet to be, the great calling of their soul. And I know that's the deeper truth here. That we are all being called as if by a megaphone. We are being called to embrace the deeper truth, the deeper reality of our being, and to share that into the world. To be a light of truth into this world. To be a light of truth through this dark night of the soul. So I know that there is a great revelation that's occurring. There is a great and glorious healing that is occurring. And it is healing the division within my own mind. It is healing the division within my own heart and soul. And I know that same truth for everyone, everywhere. That this healing is happening for every single being on this planet and beyond. That this healing is happening in a way that we all move into a deeper sense of the physical and the emotional and the spiritual. We are all being healed by our affirmation of truth, by our commitment to know the truth, by our willingness to turn away from the condition and turn towards the light. We are being healed by the act of our choice to turn away from what is not true and turn towards the truth. And that's where the magic happens. That's the greatness. That's the infinite taking form through and as my life, through and as the lives of everyone that raises up in agreement with this word, that raises up in consciousness in agreement with their own word, with the grand calling stirring within their own heart. And so I feel that excitement. I feel the excitement to know that the truth pours forth through me, as me, and as everyone here on this experience, everyone here on the journey that the planet is moving through right now. So I am feeling that sense of deep, deep gratitude rising up from within, grateful to know this truth, grateful to be the conduit through which God reminds each of this truth, but most especially grateful to know that God's got this. That I am, it's not I doing the work. I'm not in charge here. I'm not doing this work. God's doing this work. But I'm grateful to witness it, to stand in absolute awe of the amazing ways that God is moving life right now and bringing forth a new paradigm of spiritual living, a new paradigm of a world that works for everyone. So in this gratitude, I release this word into the law that must say yes, that in fact has already said yes. I release this word into the law that is already acting upon it and bringing forth the demonstration, for it is God's law. I get my bloated nothingness out of the way. I release the word and I bask in the deep knowing that God's got it. And I can let God be God. And I invite each one that stands in truth, in affirmation of this word, to join in that affirmation, join together as we say, and so it is. And so it is. Oh gosh, I get worked up sometimes doing this stuff. And tell you, I love it. Thank you for being with me, folks. It is so I am so appreciative of you. I want to share a couple things real quick. Number one, I released a brand new podcast this morning. The address is there, ministerstalk.transistor.fm. The true name of the show is Ministers Talking Bleep. And it's a great opportunity for my dear friend Reverend Elzia Sekou and I to get together for a half an hour each week, basically talk about whatever we want to talk about. So we released the very first episode today. I would love for you to get a chance to take a listen to that. Give us shoot us some feedback. Let us know what you think of it. And remember that there's a great way to keep your vibration up. The best and the only all New Thought radio station that I know of on the internet, newthoughtradio.net, positively inspiring tunes 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and all kinds of good resources and more fun stuff coming to that channel really, really soon. So please give that a check. And always remember, this is a show about prayers every day, 8:15 a.m. in the morning, Mountain Time. Now, there's redundancy, David Gold. 8:15 a.m. Mountain Time and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. If you'd like to have your prayer requests added into the evening or morning prayer, please drop me a line, revbriz@spiritevolving.com, or I will pick out my handy dandy prayer book that is not right there, which means I must have put it somewhere in prayer. Oh, here it is. Get your prayers in my prayer book. praying on this consistently all day long. It's never very far. Get your requests in here. I'll get praying on your behalf and for your requests. So that's about all we've got for this evening. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you so much for being with us. And, I know there's really good things coming. I don't know exactly when it's coming, but I know it's coming. So, good, you guys. And thank you again, Kathy, for being here, and Suzanne, Mimi as well. Peace and blessings, all. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 9:15. Until then, have a great night. Bye now.